This is Carl Scott. I graduated mid-year in '51, got my master's in '56. My first teaching job was at Whitfield, Indiana. I taught there 1 year, and I started a new department in Windfall, Indiana, and while I was there, I built a building and a shop. I taught there for 4 years, and I got a chance to go to Walnut Grove, which was a bigger department, and got a raise. And while I was teaching at Walnut Grove, I attended a state conference for agriculture education teachers. State director of agriculture education, Harold Taylor, asked me to take a job on the state staff, which I did for 8 years. And part of that time, I also had the job as executive secretary treasurer of the Future Farmers of America. And during that 2 years, I started the State FFA Foundation, which is going great today. Also started the Baby and Animal Exhibit at the State Fair, which is still going. So those are two things I'm proud of. And later on in my career, I started the Ivy Tech in Southern Indiana. It's now in Sellersburg. The job now is called Chancellor. So I started that school from scratch and retired from there in 1986 with a building and 1,200 students. I don't know what else you want.
Who was your biggest influence to enter Ag Ed?
I'm not sure. I guess the biggest influence is why I got into Ag Ed was when I got out of the Marine Corps in 1946. They had started what they called on-job training for veterans, and the first class was started in Frankton, Indiana, and the teacher, Tom Marvel, influenced me to come to Purdue. He brought me up here, and I had not planned to go to college until that. So I'd say Tom Marvel was the biggest influence and caused me to get into Ag Ed.
Okay. And then how has agriculture education prepared you for life?
I think it's because it's hands-on type thing. And that's what I've always wanted to do, to be, anything I've done, I wanted to be involved in just doing it. You know, not just telling someone else what to do, but to set the example and do it myself, and then let somebody else take over after I get it started.
Okay. And then what advice would you give for young people who are looking to enter an ag education?
I'm sure it's a much more difficult thing now, but it was when I graduated. There were lots of jobs. It's changed so much now that back then you were teaching boys to be farmers, and now it's so different. So the only advice I could give people is that they're going to have to study and work hard and learn as much as they can, because for us, when we graduated, we had a choice of jobs. Now I think you're going to have to be much better prepared than we were.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's all the questions that we have, unless you have any other comments.
No, I just think you probably, what year are you in?
I'm a senior.
Senior?
Mm-hmm.
So what's going to be the job opportunities for you?
Well, they're pretty good looking so far. There were several openings last year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I didn't know, because see, when I had half the state, or when I was State House, there were like 350 egg departments.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how many are there?
I'm not positive on the number.
But some of them are 2 teachers, aren't
Yes.
they? Yeah,
There's several that are 2 teachers.
yeah. And there were no lady teachers back then.
Yeah, no, there's a ton of those.
But now it's, I don't know, is it about half and half or what now? In your senior class, what's the ratio between the girls and the boys?
My senior class, I would say there's a few more girls than boys.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That is really amazing.
Yeah. It is amazing.
Well, I'm sure that you'll do well.
Well, thank you.
You seem to be sharp, and you got the looks, and that helps.
Well, thank you.